All right. See if we can get a signal to the back cave, as is tradition. And we are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Reality Skewed Gamers lunch stream where we hang out with you wonderful and amazing folks and do stuff, have fun, and discuss. Stick around with Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, a mobile game brought to you by Capital Games on this Hump Day. It's a Hump Day extravaganza. We're halfway through the work week, and we bring you something fun and entertaining to listen to as we goof off in the game. I'm your man, Ranger J 1999, and joining me is my co-host, one of many, the great, the very powerful berserker, that big country mags.
Yeah, skull, y'all.
Skull indeed, and welcome to the show. Not much going on today. We're going to go for about an hour today, mainly because I have some stuff I got to get done for moms. So I got to get some stuff. Let's go to Lowe's, which means, as you know, BCM, better than anyone, that means I will be hauling large quantities of mulch.
Yeah.
Sure, that's what's going to happen. So, yeah, I got to be doing some work and things and stuff. Other than that, this is an interactive stream. We're glad to have you guys here. And if you are here, thank you for being here. You can be watching anything else, but you're hanging out with us and our madness, and we appreciate it very much. If you could, so kindly, please hit that thumbs up and subscribe. It does support the channel. It's the easiest way to support the channel is to subscribe and hit the thumbs up, get those notifications, and yeah, we'll be back tonight too, of course, for the Wednesday night stream. Of course, I also will record the latest episode review of Bad Batch. And so yeah, if you have any questions, put those into the chat. Make sure you put the word question in front of your actual question, comment, and or statement. And last but not least, give your greeting. Say hi to me, say hi to BCM, say hi to all the other skewers, and that's pretty much it. That's what's going on. Not much going on today, I don't think. We have Datacrons to roll. Let me wait to see if BCM shows up before I do all that. There's no real rush. I've already got one started. We'll tempt everybody here.
Wait, I'm already here. You mean boss?
Oh, sorry, boss. Sorry, I still need caffeine. Let's just roll this to level 3 and see what we get. We got bonus for light side. Whenever light side idols gain 10 snap, they gain protection up 10% stacking for 2 turns. Great. I guess. Conquest we will do tonight. We have nothing really out of the cover. We do know that the Tusken Warrior is coming out. Seeing the kit looks pretty good. As I said, the Tuskens are going to be pretty solid, but nothing that's going to blows me away. I'm still saving crystals for the Calcastus run that we will be making. So as you can see, I have my crystals. Other than getting signal data, that's it. So we'll go to the top there now. BCM, you know this, and I know this, but let's just remind the skewers: if you are a Patreon, and you can become a Patreon by hitting the link either in the chat during the description or during the stream, or hit look at the description, and you can become a Patreon there. Patrons can tell dad jokes today. So if you're a Patreon, just put the big P in front of whatever dad joke you want us to read for the next hour, and we will have to do it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's one of the little benefits we give to our Patreons, so they get to torture our ass on Wednesday, just during the lunch stream, nowhere else. For the rest of the time, I have to deal with Grande, and well, I stand before you with broken.
He's bad enough.
Yeah, it's just so bad. And then if you like to become a Patreon, you can do that. You can use Wednesdays to tell dad jokes on top of all the other great and awesome benefits as well that we get. Like I said, we get to $1,000 of Patreon. The reason we're pushing Patreon is because, as I always mention it, YouTube doesn't pay us anything. We don't make anything doing YouTube, so to keep us up and running, that would be most appreciated. Anything else? No, but if you'd like to, if you don't want to become a Patreon, but you do want to do a joke, throw a tip in the tip jar. It'll be in the stream elements in the chat, so you can do that as well. I won't read anybody from these. Either not a Patreon, or you didn't donate. So sorry. No, I have to put up with enough already, so no freebies. So if you want to do it, that's the way it works. So, and get your questions in, get your comments in, get your greetings in, do all that stuff. I said not much going on. I'm working on for me, we'll do this night. I mean, we'll do Conquest tonight. I'm just doing a lot of the big feats and just slowly creeping through the sectors, trying to knock out as many feats as I can and being as efficient as humanly possible. I hate Conquest. I just find it boring. just the monotony of it. The actual fights and stuff are kind of cool and stuff, and I dig that, but the repetitive fights and having to do stuff over and over again, there's nothing fun or creative about that. That's just awful. Okay, 40 battles for something, it's just asinine. I can't stand it. So if you like conquests, I don't know why. You might like beating your head against the wall repeatedly. I mean, but yeah. We'll get Omega to Relic 3. I just want to have her so we can use the Datacron finally with her. So we'll get her to Relic 3, and I'm going to get her mods to 6D, so that's why she's there. We finished up Canderous, his mods to 6A, and then Super Commando. He's the one we were really working on to get to 6E, and just for his ship. And then he'll be off the board. And then the big push we're going to be making for the next week or two is going to be Sith Empire. Sith Empire is going to get the Relic 7 treatment, as I promised. Get these guys that are not Relic 7. We're going to take Revan and Bastila 5, and then we're going to take Malik and Sith Empire to 7, and then the other two to 7. They're all going to go to 7, so that'll give us a lot of firepower for our dark side. So there you go. I don't think I have any mods to roll today. I'll go look at mod depression real quick. Let me check. I'm pretty sure I don't have any mods. I could be mistaken about that. Wouldn't be the first time
You
that
shouldn't unless you roll or unless you got some, because the events are all done
Yeah,
as
I
far
think
as
so. I'll just
stuff
look real
getting
quick.
handed out.
Yep. So there is no mod depression to be had. Let me go to mods here real quick. We'll check the stores. What's in here? More speed, protection, health. Not bad. I may just pick that up so we have something. Oh, yeah, poop. Oh, for the skewers, we'll do it. I got the quiche burning in my pocket there, BCM, that fake currency. So we'll do that. Let me just check the other stores real quick. I need those for sure. Odds, Spirit Dead, Guild Events, no. Grand Arena. Start shop, currently, I do need furnaces, so those. Definitely need those. Perfect. And then hit. All right, forward. All right. So yeah, let's go roll that mod real quick, and then we will get to you guys, because that's what it's all about today. It's just chilling out with you guys for a little bit. And remember, we'll be back tonight on YouTube, 8 Eastern, 7 Central, for the longest running Star Wars Galaxy Heroes live stream show in the community. No one's been doing it longer than us. So yee. Let me find the mod. Yes, good. There it is. All right, let's see what we get. Let's see if the Illuminati's watching. We'll do a little mod depression, see what if they're watching or not. Let's see what happens. Oh, for God's sakes. They were watching. Well, we'll just get rid of that mod because I don't have space for any mod that doesn't hit double digits now. I have so many double digits BCM in my account, it's ridiculous. I cannot get mats fast enough to slice them. So plenty of mods. So
Yeah.
it is what it is. But we'll get Omega to Relic 3 tomorrow, and then we'll start on the Sith Empire. And I'm trying to see what's coming up. We got Galactic Bounties, Place of Powers coming up, so we'll be able to get some extra materials and stuff like that. So other than that, Jawas are slowly creeping along. I've got the 4 Jawas already relicked. We're just working on the last one, which is Scavenger. Oh, I've got a piece I can put on. Yeah, I need the furnace there. Probably gonna need more of those. I will need more of those. I will definitely need more of those, and definitely more of those. Oh no, it's just that piece and that piece, and then those. Oh, that's not bad. We're almost there. Just a little further.
Almost
A little further. So we'll have him up in the next day or two. We'll have him Relic 0. And then I'm going to leave them at Relic 0 for right now. We'll work on the Old Republic, getting them up next to Relic for the upcoming raid. So we'll have Jawas done. We'll have Old Republic done. We'll have Sith Empire Relic 7. And then we'll be good to go. Omega will be Relic 3. Canderous is done. He's Relic 7, which is what I wanted, but I just want to get his mods up a little bit better. We'll take him to 6A. And then we'll get Super Commando just to 6E, and then he's off the board, and then Omega we'll work on her a little bit. So there you go. All right. Well, I guess there's nothing more to do than say hi to everybody there, BCM. I think we can get our greetings in, and yeah, little dicker. So we're going to the top of the hour just for an hour today, and because I have this stuff to go help my mom's with, and some other things to get done today. But don't worry, you'll get plenty of streaming tonight. And mainly we'll look at the new Tusken Warrior kit. We'll do that tonight on the stream, and then we're gonna do Conquest and do some battles and chill, drink, be merry, so there you go. All right, who's our first contestant on RSG? Oh, it's Mr. Bone. Mr. Bone's rattling and says, "Good afternoon, Skewers. Good afternoon, my friend." Ray Rock's jumping into the pool says, "Good hump day, Morning Ranger, BCM Boss, Karth, and the rest of you scoundrels." Yes. And if you missed it yesterday, we did do the Old Republic with the boys. We didn't have our boy Karth with us, but we got through Bel Salvis. I think we're halfway through Bel Salvis. Jesus.
Yeah, we're just a little, maybe halfway. Yeah.
Between our actual missions and the planet itself. So, God. So we'll be back next week, and I host it. It was supposed to be Ram, so we'll let Ram host it. Actually, you know what? We'll let you host it next week, BCM. Ram's going to have to wait his turn. And he had his chance, and, well, he couldn't take it because the little one was sick, and that's okay.
Yeah, we can do that. No worries.
Yep. The goodest ever says hello there. Hello there. Glad to have you here as always, my friend. Alpha and the Omega jumps in. It says, "Hi, Ranger and Skewers." Hey, Betty. What's going on, guy? Tumblo Dry says, "Happy Hump Day, Ranger, BCM Boss, Livewire, Mr. Bone, everybody, and the rest of the Skewers." He says, "Skull." Getting some skull action.
Skull. Yes.
Who else we got? LBC. Yeah, you know me. He says, "Morning, guys," or it still is here anyway. Yeah, it's still morning here for me. It's way early in the morning for BCM. So
9 a.m. here.
It's all about the Benjamins, baby. Benjamin's joining us. Says hello from I think he meant India, not Inida. I don't know what country Inida is, but I think that's India. So are you in India on vacation, or do you live there, Benjamin? Either way, it's great. Enjoy your trip. If not, then hello. Dark Seed, aka the former Dark Side, says, "Hey Ranger, I re-downloaded SWOTOR if you ever need an extra tune for raids or ops. I have finished all the Empire stories and currently working on the Republic stories." Yeah, man. Get with the Rambam, Dark Side. We got contingent. We got a few people in our guild, the boys, and we are planning on eventually doing that. So if you want to come join us in there, we'd be more than glad to have you. Right now, it's just the four of us working on the story arcs. But once we get to 80 and we get through all the chapter 3s for everything, then we'll start doing the other stuff and running through the zones. And you're more than welcome to come join us. So just get with Rambam, and he's the guild leader and stuff, and he'll get you in there. But yeah, let's just Rambam 001. We'll get you squared away, brother. Ray Rock says, "Right back at you, Tumblr." Oh, they're sharing some love. I love it. Jason Hobby, what's going on, buddy? Says, "Word to the mothership on my 48th birthday. Much love to Archie and the Big Man Ranger." Hey, happy birthday, Jason. If you want a special birthday shout out in a voice, let me know and I will do it. I do that for, if you guys don't know, I always do birthday shout outs. If you want one, I'll do it in a voice, one that you've heard me do before. Don't just make up one, because I might be able to pull it off, or maybe not. But and love doing it for the kids, doing Kermit and all that stuff. So yeah, happy birthday. Let's get some birthday shout outs for our boy JH. Nathaniel Morgan says, "Just unlocked Star Killer. Huzzah! Stuck at gear 10 due to Cairo grind." I blame Finn. Yeah, yep. Finn does that. He's an asshole. He will keep you locked down on Kairos. The Big O Orlando's here. Says, "Hi, Skewers. Hey, what's going on?" Tom Blows wishing happy birthday. There you go. Evo says, "Happy Dad Joke Wednesday, everyone." Evo the Extraordinary is yes, as I said, if you're our Patreon, just put the big P in your dad joke. We have to read it. Everybody else, you have to tip. If not, I'm just no freebies. Clayton is screaming. I don't know why he's screaming, BCM, but he's just crying and screaming in the chat. He just has the emoji for that. He looks like he's in much pain and suffering. I don't know why, Clayton, but happy day. Bobus, my fellow guildie, says, "Hello there, Ranger, BCM, and all ye fine Skewers. Hopes this finds you well. It is, but it's not a thirsty Thursday, but we'll take it on a hump day. Har." Kaya, question: do Conquest and Mary mix well? No. The answer is no. Benjamin says, "No, it's a work trip and almost 11 p.m. so dead tired." I bet you are. You probably had a little bit of that jet lag hitting your ass. So just hang in there, buddy. Get some rest, and yeah, cool. Nathaniel Morgan says, "You're not my guy, buddy. You're not my buddy, friend. You're not my friend, guy." LBC says, "Cool stuff, bros." Of course, glad to have. Thank you for the words. Gimme baby 1468 says, "Obi-Wan and I say Hello there, skewers. Hey, Kimmy baby, and hello there. Glad to have you here, Kimmy baby. Adhon224 says, Eden Ranger, Eden partner, what you doing over there? Doing some stuff over there, but I'll tell you what. Evo says that $10 Gear 12 packs are back. Oh, I don't need it. I'm not spending that on that game in the game. I'm only spending certain points. Is it in here? I guess they are back. Well, Gear packs are back. Yeah, they are there. Yes, there you go. Stuff and things are in there. Fun lattes. Look at them. Look at this fine pieces you get for non. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Darth Revan Chase bundle. Great for new players. Oh. What do you get for that? That's not bad. Actually, $19.99 for that many shards. Actually, that's a really good deal. Especially if you need it. Dark Killer. Great for new players. Jedi Revan. Cool. Oh, we got these. Oh. Hey, these are back. The 5 more days than that. Okay. So, yeah. Not bad. Some good packs in there. Kimmy babies, this question, can you please tell me the proper mods for Starkiller? You bet your butt I can. He's pretty straightforward, Kimmy baby. It's offense primaries and offense. I'll go to my Starkiller and bring him up for you. Because he gets calls and assists and you're not worried too much about speed with Starkiller. It's just about his damage. And if you can get him, I've got mine at Relic 8 and my damage is at 10,000, right around 11k. I could do a little bit more slice and get a little bit higher, but it's really just that damage because he gets calls and assists in the team and stuff. You want him to smack somebody right in the head. You can see how I've got him modded here, but it's offensive primaries, as much offense as you get on him. It's pretty straightforward. He's just like, he's no different than some of the other offensive characters that we have and how they function and operate. He's all about the damage, and you want to make sure he's doing that good damage for you. So there you go. So if you want to look at it more specifically, just go to my swgoh.gg page there, Kimmy, and you can look at all my mods and how I've got them modded and stuff. Kai agrees, and I've got the Kai seal of approval, and that's all you really need. Sopper98 says, hello there. Glad to have you here, my friend, and hello there. There's some faint feedback or something when you talk.
And who talks?
I don't know. I guess me? I don't hear any feedback. I don't see anything.
Weird. I'm not hearing it. So.
I don't hear anything. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, okay. Cody says, hey, Ranger, check Grave VIP for Cuteness Overload. Also started the JML ticket grind today. Congratulations. And oh, you bet your ass I am. I gotta go see Cody, a long time supporter of the channel. Where's Grave VIP? Oh, I gotta go see the kids. I love seeing pictures of the kids. Oh, let me see this. Oh, what is this? An image here? Oh, look at that. The baby's walking. Oh my God, that's so awesome. That little baby. Oh, and they fell. Oh, so funny. Oh, that's so great. Everyone says, yeah. I don't know. Nobody says everyone else saying it's fine, Nathaniel Morgan. I'm not sure what's going on there, Home Slice. Wish I had a better answer for you, but I'm just a man with the microphone doing a man and the microphone things. Cody, yeah, it was adorable. Thank you for that. I love seeing pictures from your families and kids and stuff, all that stuff. Jake Donaldson says, whoa, what's up, Rangers? This sounds okay to me. Thank you. So there you go. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, those are the kind of questions you got to ask. You know, how should I mod this, or what should I do that, or yeah, that's what we do. We remember, if you're Patreon too, you can get a mini roster review and have me look at anything at any time. And even if I'm not streaming, you can hit me in Discord. You have your own VIP channels. You can tag me at any time for any of the information you're looking for. When I'm live, I'll do it immediately because that's one of the benefits of being a Patreon. And if you didn't, I know you know this, BCM, but if you become a $50 Patreon, not only do you get all those great stuff that I just mentioned, plus some other things, lore videos and stuff, you get a remod session with me, and you get one every 2 months. We keep getting you squared away.
That's nice.
Oh, it's very nice. Dalton
Speaking
Miles.
of which, you just did one, didn't you?
What's that?
You just did a remod session with somebody, didn't you?
Yeah, it was with Maximus, but that was just a one-on-one. He didn't become a patron or anything, but yeah.
Okay,
And I got to get back with him in 2 weeks because he's got some work to do. So yeah. Dalton Miles, as I was saying, Sato Konnichiwa says hello there. Hello there. Gav Peace, there it is, the big Gav P. You know me with the hearts and ways that we all appreciate. Pickles are everybody. Grab a pickle, everyone. As we munch on pickles and make our way, it's now time to put on our wizard hat and robes as we make the great sacrifice of chocolate sprinkle covered donuts and buttermilk fluffy pancakes with maple syrup to the goddess Salchi, that she may one day grace us with her presence again. All hail the great goddess Salchi. So yeah, keep your questions coming in, keep your comments coming in. If you want me to tell dad jokes in your Patreon, or if you want to throw a tip in the tip jar, you are more than welcome. It is always appreciated. And that goes to the Shoey and Bourbon Fund in the tip jar. So if you want to tell a joke and you're not a Patreon, you can do it that way. Or become a Patreon, you can keep telling all the dad jokes and I have to read them. Just, I have no choice. That is the bargain we've made. So there you go. And I've got it open. I'll know if someone donates. Just tell me, tell me you donated. I'll verify, and then you can do the dad jokes for today and today only. Kaya, the lovely Kaya, says, question, have you seen some Rosses where there are 8 million or more no GLs when the best or more no GLs? When's the best time to go for GL? It's usually around, it depends on what you want to start off with. So I just say 2 to 3 million is right where you want to start with your next GL, or your first GL. And then we go alternating GL team. Some people want to go right into the GLs now. You just go right for SLKR, which is not a bad place. Some want to get like Rebels or Growth Revan done first, which is okay too. If you want to start there, work on a team or two before you go into the GL push, that's fine. But you don't want to keep climbing up without having any GLs. And I've seen some 8 million accounts that have like 1 or 2. It's like, oh boy.
Yeah. I think going for the original, I guess I'd have to look at it again. I just stepped outside, but following the journey guide is pretty nice for even beginner players. And getting at least a couple of those before you go for your first GL, so that way your roster's more rounded versus tip of the spear. Because it's great if you have a GL, but if you're looking at like GAC or anything else, then you have one team for defense. You may get holds and wins that way, but then you're never going to get through. You're never going to be able to progress. So I'd say go for maybe
vice versa. If you're gonna go SL, let's say you go GL first, okay, but then work on the teams that come with it outside of first order. Like, say you get SLKR. If you do SLKR, then maybe go work on your Rebels or something else afterwards. Get 1 or 2 more teams associated with your GL, then go to your next GL.
Follow AP Games guy.
I wouldn't listen to him. That guy's a nut job.
I would listen to him.
I wouldn't.
I would listen to him.
Oh, I disagree with his.
He gets people hiring GAC.
I wouldn't listen
if
to
people
AP
are
Games,
wanting
that Muppet.
stuff for GAC,
I'm kidding. I love AP Games. All right, calm down, boss.
I'm just saying.
I've known AP.
I'm just saying.
I know him personally. I've known him for a long time. He's a friend. It's okay. I just like to say he's a Muppet. Okay. Damn. He's a hobbit and he likes chocolate milk.
Calm down, boy.
Yes.
I don't disagree that he's strange, but I mean his guide is probably the best one out there.
Yeah, it's solid. It's especially if you're a new player and you don't know like anything. It's a good starting point. So there you go.
Yeah.
Next question. Sopper says, I'm around 2 million. I'm currently going for SLKR. Yeah, it's a good time to do it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that
seems right. Yeah.
That's about right. Because you'll have your Rebels. You should have
get some stuff worked on, and so
you should have by that point, by 2 million, you should at least have Thrawn and EP You probably have Vader by that point. So
Yeah,
you
you
got
probably
you,
have
you probably
Vader
got
just from
R2 and a couple
the
other of your legendaries.
achievements.
So
Let's see here. Gap P question: who's the best fit for Jabba's team? Assuming Jabba, Chris Hansen, Lando, and Leia as the 4. Yeah, you can go a couple routes. I mean, Embo's a good fit. There's a new trend where you get Good Morning Guard, Relic 7, and throw him on the team double tank. That really makes life hell for certain people and stuff. But yeah, you can throw Boba Fett in there. He's not a bad one to put in there, but I kind of like Boba Fett for a bounty hunter team and some other things. But yeah, you can go with those.
Embo's better. He has a dispel.
I really like Embo a lot. Yeah, that
Embo's
dispel's
just
so good.
significantly
Yeah.
better because the dispel on basic.
Yeah, it's really good. But you can't. The other two aren't bad choices either. Tom said there's
But
so
if
much.
you don't have Embo, like you haven't gone for Lord Vader, Boba Fett's the second best.
Yeah, I've been seeing that trend though. A lot of people going for Good Morning Guard on that team, 2 tanks. I was like, interesting. Let's see here. Evo, what do you call a factory that makes okay products? A satisfactory.
and so it begins.
Gappy, question: how much are you enjoying Conquest this time around? I hate it. I despise Conquest. I do it mainly for the stuff that's in there and the rewards, not because I enjoy it.
Oh, look who joined.
I just go through the motions.
Yeah, I'm just going through them. Oh, it's Karthric. Hello, Karth. How was your delivery?
Utter bullshit.
Is that why you made the screaming face when you joined the chat today?
No. That was your mod roll. I
Oh,
was reacting to that.
okay.
I was feeling that on a personal level.
Made me deeply emotional.
Like I think every mod I bought out of the store in the last 2 weeks has not rolled above a 10.
Kimmy Baby says
Like-
possible just for a fun account or a collector of what they like. Oh, we say this all the time, Kimmy Baby. You go for what you want to play. This is a game. You go for what you like. But if you're just looking for like a direction and you want to be like somewhat like guided and go for the stuff that's going to make you most effective, yeah. But we always say this. If you let's say, for instance, like Ben Sale, known for a long time, he's all about the bounty hunters. All relics, all shit goes to any bounty hunters that come in. He has them all. That's his thing. It's the first thing he worked on because he's a big bounty hunter guy. Do it.
Yeah.
Go have fun.
Do it.
It's a
Yeah.
game. Enjoy yourself.
Our suggestions are more we're a little bit more competitive, and so our suggestions is to make you that much more competitive. But yeah, I'm with Ranger. It's the game. Have fun. You don't need to do anything we tell you, really.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, these are just suggestions. They're just, from experience playing the game and dealing with them thousands of roster reviews and directions, and just what I know will work best for you. It depends on what you do. But if you say, hey, is it all right if I go for, Momo first? I'll be like, sure. If that's what you really, if that's one of your favorite characters, you go do you. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, so yeah.
If you want to collect them all, collect them all.
Yeah. Yeah, Tom Loke says AP is a nut job. True, yeah. He's a little hobbit, likes chocolate milk, chalky milk. Psycho Jumps join us. What's going on, buddy? He's got a new updated guide. Yeah, I think I got that the other day. Boris says AP games doesn't impress me. That's okay. Listen, I mean, you like the content creators and stuff you like. That's okay. If you don't like AP games, I get it. He's a little bit he's a hobbit. But I love AP. Yeah, Kimmy, he would agree because I've actually called him that on his streams. I've been on many of his streams before, and it made him giggle. Let's see here. He says, yeah, thanks. One of your guys' opinion. I've seen more high rosters, not a lot of GLs. Was wondering why someone would do that. I mean, they play their count the way they do, but I mean, the higher you get up in GP, the more you have to focus on them, in my opinion, because you don't have to. Yeah. You can play the game however you want, but if you're trying to get the benefits of what you're doing, and you need GLs. It's just the way the game goes. Well, you can't enjoy the end game content without them. Who was speaking? Go ahead.
A lot of those higher ups that don't have GLs have been playing the game since the beginning, and once the GLs came out, they've refused to get them.
Yeah. There's some people I know that will not do Ray. I'm like, okay.
That's part of it. And some people too, what they're doing is it is cheaper for their accounts to invest in the off meta
Mhm.
and use, because like Xerath alt is a good example of that. The account has 2 GLs, it almost has a third, and it's beating, you know, accounts that have 2 to 3 million more GP than it and all 7 GLs. But that's, you can do it, but it's just some people think it's cheaper for them to invest in off meta than the dead weight of a GL. But as the game progresses year after year, the dead weight is starting to get elevated. I mean, you know, Resistance is finally getting some of that first order love with the Omicrons and the new characters, because, you know, Resistance with Zori can go down and smack on gas for 65 banners. You know,
absolutely.
it's getting to the point where those things are becoming a better trade-off.
Yeah. Oh, Jason Hobby says, question, can I get a birthday shout out from Harry Carey smoking ganja? You sure can. All right, here we go. Harry Carey wishing Jason Hobby a happy birthday as he smokes some ganja. Hi, everybody. Harry Carey here. Hold on a second. I got to puff pass if you get my drift. Hold on. Holy God.
Nice.
I'm seeing dancing Smurfs running around my head, screaming, kill them all. Holy God. What was I saying? Oh, that being said, Jason Hobby, happy birthday. Here, take a hit of this so we can both be naked in the sunshine looking at unicorns together. Holy God, this is some good weed. Happy birthday. Hope you enjoy your day. Cubs win. Cubs win. There you go. Daniel Morgan, gotta catch him on your Pokemon. Yfly425, my home slices. Good morning, Ranger, BCM, Boston, Karth. 1 week until Mando. This is the way. Yeah. Some got my arm right. I sent them a message saying, hey, what's up? You know, where's my shit? And again, on 3 months. So it's not when they haven't responded yet. And if I don't get a response the next day or two, I'm giving them 2 days to respond to my message. Not then I'm gonna tag Etsy and say, hey, what the fudge? LBC, it's not that I won't get Ray. She's just last on my list. That's okay. Yeah, I mean, Ray and Lord Schmader are both on the bottom of the list for people. And I get it because the other ones.
The thing is,
yeah.
Ray and Slicker are actually on the bottom of most people's list because of just out of the way they are.
Yeah.
They're just their own faction.
Well,
And a lot of the other ones, like honestly, do you think Scribe is ever actually going to get Slicker?
Yes.
Or is he just going to keep going? The new character GL that comes out, PC has just more things.
Well,
no, we will make him. We will kill him if he doesn't.
I mean, so the thing is the old characters, and everything else that comes out with the resistance characters and the first order characters, is that they, for a lot of people, are specific gear drains. They're not like, it's like every GL has its thing that it takes the most of, but like first order is like one of the worst for gear 12 grinds because of the furnace requirements. You know, just between Hux and Sith Trooper, you're looking at like 500 furnaces. And so it gets to, for certain people, it's very specific gear lockouts that become the problem that they don't want to deal with. Versus other key components. But the other part of that is that the first set of GLs, Slacker and Ray, you took the best parts of those factions to create the GL team, which left you with 10 characters of dead weight, give or take.
Yeah.
For your roster. So a lot of people have pushed off Slacker and Ray because they have had no benefit to their roster. Now we are slowly seeing the implementation of other things like Omicrons and the new ships and stuff that has elevated the purpose of investing into those factions. But for a lot of people, they skipped it when they first got to starting GLs because the other factions provided more. The cost benefit analysis was way in the favor of those other newer GLs. I mean, you just couldn't lose.
There was a way to put like us on top of each other
versus going back for first order or for resistance was just like you were just shooting your roster in the foot, spending 6 months gearing up stuff that had no other use besides the one team.
Oh, Exo's joined us because we just got a Stream Elements, our stream Twitch alert. Thank you for the bits there, Exo. Very much appreciated. Alpha and Omega question: are you going to do Mando season 3 episode review like what you've done with Bad Batch? Yep, we are definitely going to be doing that. Bad Batch, man. Next 5 episodes. This one was just the tie for this previous one, but it was okay. It wasn't. They need to start getting into the main storyline.
Was it bad? I didn't watch it yet.
It's not bad. It's just it ties in some things, and it has its own story plot, and start seeing the Bad Batch and where they're going with the ending of this show.
I wish I could get it to come up.
God.
I mean, the downside with Bad Batch, and as vague as possible, is that the Bad Batch is being used as the world building in between.
Yeah.
The other live action series, because the animated stuff is easier for them to push out, and then they can hit on stuff and go into details and things, or at least put a beachhead on that part of the lore, so that when they come back to it with Mando and Ahsoka and Skeleton Crew and name a damn thing, they have the beachhead already established in the lore. It's not like they're making stuff up as they go. Actually, I was watching an interview with Favreau the last week, and he was saying, it's like, when Dave and I are writing for our shows, we are writing well beyond the constraints of the one show. We are making sure that things are congruent as possible between all the different things that we're touching on. So it's the unfortunate part is that Bad Batch is taking the brunt of that. I think Bad Batch is essentially, you're going to get relegated down to we're just going to be a middle of the road show until we get to like where we can finally break off.
Yeah.
Because that's the,
yeah, I mean, if you look at episode 7 and 8, though, there's some major events that happen in the Bad Batch. If you haven't seen it, 7 and 8, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen it, you should at least watch 7 and 8 because it's really good. But like, I see what they're doing with this season is that they're building the dynamic and the character building. I get it, and they're doing it through filler episodes. I get it, but it's like, okay, I get where we're at now, and I get where you're trying to. I kind of sense the direction they're trying to go with Bad Batch, which I hope we get. I've done a little peek at some of the names of the episodes coming up. I'm like, okay, now we're gonna get dirty. I knew this one was going to be the conclusion of the previous week's episode, which was not bad actually. There's some good character moments and development, but I've reached the point where it's like, okay, I've seen enough character development here. I've seen what you're trying to do. Let's get into it. All right. I don't want to see any more filler bullshit. I've had enough. Yeah.
It's a lot of just establishing a beachhead in a part of the Star Wars universe that's far enough away from the stories they've already been telling. And that's the issue that Star Wars has right now, is so much concentration in the same time space and part of the galaxy that like the overlap doesn't make sense, right? Like, so you have to explain how certain characters don't exist for 7, 8, or for 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah.
Like these characters cannot be around, or they have to have like
the reason why
out of the way, outer rim, jobs that are they helped the Rebel Alliance, but they were off on
like they did with Rebels. What were they up to?
Yeah, well, and they a planet we've never heard of, on top of the 2 main characters at the end of Rebels go off into La La Land for the entirety of 4, 5, and 6. So there's a reason why Theron and Ezra aren't there.
Yeah.
Well, I think a big thing has to do with the way Disney did their, basically took all the EU and just kind of set it aside and said, nope, we're not doing that. We're doing our own thing. So now they have to recreate 30 some odd years of EU on their own, and they're trying to weave it in, and it's just, I don't know. They have to rebuild the galaxy, so to speak.
Well, yeah, you have to rebuild it in a reasonable sense too, because I think that was the problem with a lot of the EU stuff, is that it was really
convoluted. It was really convoluted. I mean,
you
have so many story
arcs.
Become
convoluted in this sense too, Is there like retroactively just retconning things that they made a couple years ago, like the books and the comics, and some of their live action stuff? So they're basically just getting to the point where the EU was, anyway, where things are just retconning themselves.
Well, but Filoni wants to bring a lot of that stuff in because he really
Yeah,
enjoys those characters and stuff. He's the one that got Thrawn to be canon, right?
Yeah.
And to get some of these characters. Some we will not, unfortunately, unless they do some strange story arc with it. But like Mary J will never.
No. I'm talking about the canon stuff that they made a couple years ago. Are starting to get retconned from the new canon stuff.
Could be.
All we have to do is create an omniscient being. All we have to do is create an omniscient being and create a multiverse. Problem solved.
Yeah, Star Wars does not need a multiverse, man.
No.
Like
I'm telling you, this is what's coming.
Let's fucking hope not. The worst part of Rebels, other than season 1, was the world between worlds.
I mean,
I'm telling you,
I didn't think so.
not the worst part, but definitely a part
in
of
the
the
world between worlds. There's going to be another Star Wars where all of a sudden Ben Solo or whoever
Jason
else,
Solo and all the other
Jason
Solo kids.
exists. I promise you, it's going to happen. We all
The
live
world
in a
between
yellow
worlds,
submarine,
Grande
baby.
Patron rules.
We all live in a yellow submarine. That's all I'm saying.
No, you're 100% right. I mean, that was the whole reason for introducing stuff, and I think that's what they're going to end up using to start selectively retconning different things. Because like on face value, and I won't get much more into this, 7, 8, and 9 are not the worst thing ever produced in cinema history. Okay, we can all
You said
get
it's just
to
a
that
tip, and I
point
gotta
of
carry this
agreement.
thing around for
Exo is
that.
going ham on the Grande stuff.
But the problem is that it's so close to 4, 5, and 6, and you did some willy-nilly things that you've literally put up a dividing wall of what you can do in Star Wars because things just don't make sense with certain things existing. And so like it makes sense that they're going to have to start stepping on their own feet here to get past it, because I mean, that was literally like what the beginning opening half an hour of episode 9 was, just retconning through everything.
Yep, retconning through episode 8.
So I mean, it's the unfortunate part that we're having to do now with Star Wars is that they want to get things far enough away from the stories that we know, familiar enough, of course, but far enough away to where we're not playing this game of, well, why wasn't Ahsoka at the battle of Endor? Why didn't Ahsoka help Luke fight, Luke fight Vader and, and tell him beforehand of all these things? Like, it's just things that don't make sense unless we get far enough away.
That's why
as to
Ahsoka
why
should have
those...
died against Vader. Oh, sorry.
Well,
Thank you, baby.
Listen, you go kick rocks there.
Star Wars
boss.
Universe 3 and 6 versus Star Wars Universe 2403. It's coming, baby.
All right, Marvel Grande. All right, get out of here.
It's coming, baby.
Woodall
Stop.
73's joined
Stop
us. Says, where'd it go? I had it and then everything went to shit.
The traffic held him up.
Does Happy Taco
What did
Day?
you miss?
There it is. Traffic held me up. Not much. Exo with the dad joke says, why is 6 afraid of 7? We all know the answer, because 7, 8, 9. Thank you for the dad joke.
Yeah,
Exo.
that's like the oldest joke. Jesus. Next to what came first, the chicken or the egg?
Well, 7, 8,
It's
9.
coming from Boss, who's like 12, so he must have been hearing it since
what?
day before.
Oh, God.
Flip those numbers around and add 2.
What did
13?
What did 0 say to 8?
What did 0 say to 8?
Nice belt.
That was actually a good one. I don't think I've heard that one before.
That's not good. Don't encourage him.
Hey, why are chickens so silly?
What are what?
Why are chickens so silly?
Because they flew over the cuckoo nest?
Because
Someone stab him. I'll pay you.
Hey, Ranger, did you see who's in the chat right now?
Oh, my apprentice has arrived finally from her daily doldrums of practicing dark side lawyering. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Good. Good, Obi-Wan. Your hate has made you powerful. She says, "Oh God, why are people so pressed about sequel?" We're not getting into the sequel shit. If you like them, you like them. You don't.
We're
You don't.
not
I don't
getting
care.
that. That was
I don't care.
2017, 2018.
2019. Well, I don't care. They
The
are what they
land
are.
before time.
Yeah.
In Star Wars,
It's
in
been
Star
talked
Wars
about.
163, Princess Leia is also Mary Poppins. Just so you know.
All right. Herman Fulgham was joining us. Says, "Hooty hoo, hoo." What's going on, brother? Ray Rock says, "But the real question is, has Grande got the big deal sandwich lately? Have you got the big deal sandwich lately? I don't know if you have or not.
No, I haven't eaten it. I haven't eaten any food yet today.
Oh,
My fat cells are screaming.
oh boy." Herman Fulgham says, "Grande, what's up, brother? Chase any chickens today? Don't forget to bring a jacket."
Oh yeah, I should do that.
Yeah.
Karth, it looks like we did a lot better with CMs this week.
I
So
would hope so.
I
I
think
did a
at this
shit
point
ton
we're just
yesterday.
going to get 36 stars every time.
I mean, at
people.
this point, it is literally coming down to just chasing chickens.
That's it, man.
It's literally all it is. And the thing I hate with this being like the 24-hour phases is that you get people that they can't really participate until the last couple of hours of TB. And like for me personally, that gives me a lot of anxiety because I would love to be done with TB like the hour before it ends. So
Yep.
I'm not having to sit here and stare at this stupid map for 2 hours straight, DMing people and tagging people every 30 minutes. Because like all I honestly want is someone to respond back and say, "Hey, yeah, give me an hour and I'll be there." That's all I'm looking for. It's just radio silent until like one person like out of the 20 I tag is like, "I did it.
Thanks, guys.
Cool."
Maybe they're sleeping. Maybe they have to work for a living where they can't get on their phone.
Well, yeah, but then why are you waiting until the last 20 minutes to do the event or not communicating that ahead of time?
Yeah.
I mean, we're all adults here. You got 24 hours to send me a DM that says, "Hey, shit sideways. I won't be able to play the last half an hour of this phase. Just letting you know." Oh, that's all I need. That's all I need. That's all I want. I just want communication, man.
All right, I got another
So
dad
true.
joke. Exo says, "Why is 88 better than 69?"
Oh,
You
why
get
is
8
that?
twice.
Yeah, because you get 8 twice. Hashtagger, what's going on, partner? Says, "Sup, squad? Question: should I help my roommate get past a part she can't in Breath of the Wild?" Huh?
I don't think that's like a joke. That's a real question.
That's what
You should help your roommate wherever possible.
Yeah.
give her a hand.
Maybe that's a game. I don't know if you know.
I would help them by trying to explain it to them, but I wouldn't play it for them.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it for them, but I'd walk them through it.
Unless your roommate asks you to help them with soaking or bouncing, the answer is probably yes.
Soaking or bouncing.
Yeah, what are you talking about? I'd like to soak and bounce with some of them like roommates.
Right?
More about the wetness.
I've got something that needs to be marinated, and I would love an applause.
You want me to bounce on top of you? Well, I can do that. Yeah, I got you.
I would love
That's
to
what a
test
good
how
roommate-
good the springs on your bed are.
I am down to help. Yeah. LBC says, "I don't even like discuss 7, 8, and 9 are good. Yeah, but just you know what? If you like the sequels, you like the sequels. If you don't, you don't. It's what it is."
I mean, some sequels are okay. I mean, most of the Bond movies are pretty good.
Yeah, they're I mean, it's art. It's subjective. It's media. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't.
I take the sequels as being fan films anyways, and so if you take them in that aspect, they're fine.
Every sequel is a fan film.
Oh, why the alerts are?
I mean, the new Indiana Jones is going to be a fan film.
You're not wrong.
All right, moving on.
I swear that's gonna have something to do with time travel. I'm so sick of time travel.
Go Cubs, our good
Can we
friends.
just go away from that genre, please?
Let's do the time warp again.
Go
It
Cup
worked
says
in Star Trek.
I posted today. We are no longer tagging chasing. We'll do a morning reminder. Every day of the week isn't sustainable long term. We just don't have the time while working. No, I get it. Yeah, totally
Yeah,
get it.
that's 100% where I'm at. I'm just to the point now where it's just like, we shouldn't have an issue with this. We can hit 36 stars. We literally need 40 more million GP, raw GP in our guild to be able to 3-star everything day 2 of Geonosis, or on day 2, all 3 planets. So until we bloat to 535 million GP, like there's just nothing we can do. So I don't want to spend 2 hours of every other week of my work morning hurting people.
Hummer Fogger says, dad joke. What size do chickens prefer their tacos to be?
Bite size. I don't know.
Grande size.
There we go, baby.
So back to bite size.
Yeah. How many bits are moist? The menu is gone. Yeah, we're revamping it. I think moist was or wetness was like if I remember it was like 3940. It was like it was in that range. One of those ones there, XO. I don't remember. Sure. It's not in front of me. I don't remember. Cody, what would it take to get Grinded to come back and do a GAC? Nothing. He was not coming back.
He is not coming back ever.
You guys make it sound so fun.
Most of the
Gotta
time
be
it's
41,
not.
42 and stuff there, XO, because that was the pirate one. And I don't know why it's so small. I don't get what's happening. I just fixed this damn thing and it's
That's
still
what
doing
she said
it.
too.
Yeah. It should be the right size.
Gonna go ahead and back out of TV
You
real
died
quick. Make
from
sure somebody else didn't
madness.
deploy in the dark side zone before I drop my load.
I don't know. They've shrunk down. I got to revamp everything on Stream Elements, Stream Alerts with the updates and stuff. It's like, what the?
I would get on stream with Finity and make up dumb teams and see if they work, but it would be an exercise in futility. Everybody would be screaming and throwing their phones because we would be like, "Let's try a Qui-Gon Jinn lead. I'm sure that'll beat. a Galactic Legend. Let's go for it."
I mean,
Yeah, at one point it did.
would have. Yeah, at one point it did. At one point, it literally wiped Slacker off the board.
Yeah, in like 2 turns.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah,
It was great.
ridiculous.
What else? 3? You know what happens when you get out of the pool? Shrinkage. Yeah, we all men know. We develop a second belly button, especially if the water's cold. Winky goes into hibernation. Chris Paul says CG needs to add more officer
belly
functions.
fat. Dang, that's some shrinkage if you second.
We've
belly
all
button.
been there,
Holy
man.
cow.
We've all been there.
No, I have not been there. Not like that.
Oh, don't. You have been there. Get out of here, Grande. Chris Paul
I
says.
may have needed a contact lens and a rubber band for a condom, but I did not get a second belly button.
Oh, get your ass to Iceland in the winter. You'll have a second belly button. Trust me.
Chris Paul says CG
That'd be
needs to add more officer functions like prohibiting specific ops and looking sectors. Yeah. The officers could definitely use more tools. Gimme Baby says,
I think an officer needs a button for auto deploy.
that'd be nice.
I think an officer needs a button for donations.
Can you imagine if
that's one person playing 50 accounts versus 50 people playing 50 accounts.
You mean
if-
rosters? Like
Yeah,
if you
have like an emergency deploy in the last, like it only happens like the last hour, but the officer can select one and say deploy all for the guild or deploy all undeployed from the guild into that area.
Like that.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad feature. They have some of those features. So the only thing is that you can't do it out like so CG has specifically gone to Hot Utils and just straight out told them so far you cannot develop anything that allows one player to control the entire guild. That's their only limitation on what Hot Utils can do. So actually right now, Hot Utils does have a button that allows you to like deploy your platoon requirements and to deploy your TW teams on defense without having to log into the game. But the individual player has to click the button. They can't have anyone in the guild do it. So there are fun little mechanics that do exist, but they are still requires the individual to take minimal effort and try.
Yeah, I mean, there's some stuff that they can improve. I mean, there's some comments in the chat about it and stuff like that. You know, officers need some more help, and then you could add some buttons like the one suggestion, like what 73 is. I'm fine with it. You know,
That would be
less
that
stress
would
for
be
officers.
one person
the
playing
better.
50 accounts versus 50 people playing 50 accounts.
I still think they need an auto daily option.
Yeah,
So like, there's another game. I'm gonna drop MSF real quick. Once you play for 7 days straight and you have a streak going, your daily's auto. Like all your arenas auto, all your your battles required for like light side, dark side, that kind of thing. All that stuff autos. And so you just log in and bam, you got like.
You're trying
70...
to find ways to play the game less, and they don't want you to play the game less. They want you to play the game more.
we get it.
Right, but
yeah.
basically all the simmable stuff just finishes, so you have more time to do work on your roster and do other things.
Dailies are just. I look at them every day. I'm like, okay, let's go knock this out.
Do we think they're gonna take away the 600 with the new raid?
Oh, they have to.
They have to,
because the tickets are going away.
No. Like, you're still gonna be able to get tickets for the new raid.
But it's not raid tickets. It's not the requirements for. If I read the post correctly, it's a new currency, quote unquote, but it's not the 600 tickets a day.
Yeah.
Oh, that's.
Oh, you
it's
watch.
something else.
It'll just be for that raid. It won't be for. They won't fix for the rest of them.
You just have that.
Oh no,
ticket
it is.
to
It is
select
because
your
you can only
raid.
do one at a time.
All tickets.
You can only do one at a time, so the 600 is going away.
Yeah.
It's going to be something else.
Kashmir says TW should be able to edit your team once you place it on defense, i.e. put the wrong team in the wrong zone. No, I would like that function. That'd be nice.
You watch. It's going to be that you have to do your dailies every day in order to get it. So what's going to happen is there's going to be something that every player has to do in order for you to get your stuff.
I still want ship loadouts, please. Thank
I've
you.
been begging for that for a long time.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Nathaniel Morgan says, remember when Grande
got
said
it.
I did my
Now.
600? Yes, we remember all the Grande moments here.
I did my 600, man. That was a hot minute ago. I think, you know what? I think between the first time I said I did my 600 and today, you could have gotten a 4-year college degree. Just so everyone knows how long ago that was.
Well, however you read it, I mean, whatever happens, we'll figure it out and we'll just take it from there. So I do know that the 600 should be going away. The way I interpret it.
Wait,
I don't know
Grande,
what the new
you
system
stopped
is.
playing around the start of the pandemic, right?
Like a little bit into the pandemic. Yeah. So like in 2020, something like that.
You know what's really funny is I'm gonna have my college degree. I started at Mizzou around that time. I transferred that.
So I think I started.
So I'll have that
playing-
college degree around the same time. Last 600.
So I think I required. I want to say I first started talking about I did my 600. Hashtag I did my 600 in 2016. So it's been a hot minute.
It's been a little while. Because I took over Grande's account after about 3 months. I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah, you took over my account.
Yeah, I remember you playing his account for a little while, and then you stopped.
I couldn't do it anymore.
Like in April.
Yeah,
and then by December of 2020, you were like, bro, I can't do this anymore for you.
No, yeah, it was like 3 or 4 months. I'm like, okay.
And I was like, okay.
All right, let's go. I gotta go do my deployment in the new. Let me see what I gotta give up. I gotta give up Hoth Rebel Soldier, which I took to Relic 8 for this purpose. Huzzah! And we're gonna go to Lights.
Took it to Relic 8 just to deploy it.
Yeah.
Took it to Relic 8 just to deploy it. That's awesome.
Huzzah!
What else are you gonna use it for?
Nothing.
What else are you gonna use that for?
Hey,
not
when
a-
Saw Gerrera comes to the game, he might have a
I'm telling you, I think he might be reworked to like Endor Commander or Commando.
I mean,
I
they
don't think
could, but they are more likely to give us new characters there to
Yeah.
rework
But the
the
thing is,
character
did
from
we
the ground up.
actually think Mob Enforcer was ever going to be used for anything?
I mean, no, but they didn't really they did rework her, but more or less they just gave her that unique that gave her viability. Basically, all they were doing is that since we're going to force you to gear this character for the GL, we're going to give you viability in her use. That was it. That's all. That was their it was their make nice.
So I'm thinking they might still do that as well. It's just a possibility.
Well, all they need to do is just give us a different rebel fighter leader that that allows you to use the rest of the rebel fighters. You know, that either do kind of like a mechanic where they get stronger when you start losing people, or you get like the
Oh,
Imperial
kinda like
Troopers kind of
Fenix thing?
thing.
But like for a team.
Yeah. Like that.
Cashmere says, I think Ranger should take over my account just for GAC. Cashmere, I think you should hold your breath indefinitely. Don't ever suggest that to me again, you son of a bitch.
That's a little much, Ranger.
Not really, no. No, I have to deal with him with the lore series, so you shush. Magical stick, God almighty. Jack Daniels, fleet loadouts, fix the squish, quality control, things CG doesn't know how to do. I'm still baffled on some of that too. This is like what's her name posted actually in the forums about the squish, and seemed to take CG completely by surprise. It felt like so yeah, there's some stuff they still got to work on. We'll see what happens. All we can do
Like I
is
said, I think they just forgot to move the decimal point.
oh, Exo's doing some call action. Very nice.
When they took away that last week, they cut us down by 25%, but they're still running off of the 12 battle skill rating. So 6 and 6 is no longer 50-50.
Yeah. LBC, I think you're going to see a big further Book of Bubba, Mando, and/or influx onto the game. I could see a little bit more Book of Bubba. I don't think anything more from Mando, but Andor, oh for sure. Oh yeah, it'll be here.
Nothing. There won't be anything till winter of this year.
I don't think we're gonna get anything for Book of Boba. We basically have every character from there.
Well, the
that was
the only thing I'm thinking about is the Marshal.
Well, no, we still need the Marshal.
Cobb
I guess
Band.
from Book of Boba.
Yeah, but I was thinking to do the Marshal for like the raid as his like Boba Fett outfit that he was in.
I think we're actually gonna start getting some more Mandalorians. Like the big heavy gunner for Mandalorian.
Oh yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, we might get some of those, but honestly, I have very low expectations of Mando stuff.
Yeah, not Mando.
Because the next thing is Fallen Order. All right, that is full stop. You guys got to stop thinking about Tuskens and everything else. It's all Fallen Order, guys. Yeah. We are leading up to a new legendary event that's going to take us at least through May. Okay, we've got 5 characters and a new and a legendary, and then a potential GL announcement coming with the next road ahead. So I cannot sniff enough glue to think that we're going to get Book of Boba Fett content beyond what we have.
No, the only character I would think would be the
Mando.
Marshal, but I thought they'd do him as the.
They may bring him in some other capacity, maybe just to add. But I mean, I don't think we're going to get a huge influx either.
Because they're not going to do another Cad Bane. They already have Cad Bane.
Well, yeah, they could just the only thing they could give us is like veteran CAD.
Yeah,
but there was not a significant difference in his like utility and his just fighting.
I don't know. Maybe just give Cad Bane another unique and a goddamn Zeta.
Or a new special ability.
We'll see. Well, I mean, we'll see what they do. But I mean, yeah, Car's 100% right. It's all about Fallen Order. We got the next GL coming in. That's going to take up a lot of our time coming up with characters and farms, and they'll piece characters here and there for factions and stuff. But yeah, flamethrower, dead cat.
I mean, it's literally
Cad Bane.
It's literally just this at this point where they don't have enough. Like the CG is limited on what they can release because of how their cadences work. Right? They typically release a character every 2 weeks. And so they have that planned out. They've told us literally what is going to come out in the game between now and the next road ahead.
Yeah.
Like we already know this. We know it's literally we got Chieftain when the road ahead came out. 2 weeks later, we're getting Warrior, which will come in today. Likely 2 weeks from then, we'll get our first Fallen Order character, which my guess will be Scavenger Cal, because that'll come out the week before the Survivor comes out. And then we're going to lead into every 2 weeks getting the rest of the characters for the Survivor Cal Journey event. So that's going to take us through March and most of the way through April, getting to Cal stuff, Survivor Cal. And then we'll get the next road ahead, which will be mostly the new raid and likely the next GL announcement.
Yes.
So there's only a finite number of things they can run forward with before we fall apart. And honestly, there's nothing we really need from Mando besides just little token stuff that we would like. It's the constant argument I make when people talk about bringing characters in. They have to have a home. You can't just create a character. You know, so it's like if you have to have a purpose or a reason, you know, to put this character into the game that benefits a team or a faction. You can't add a brand new faction with only one character. You can't add one character to a team that doesn't have enough support for more things that go with it. You know, it's like the Purge Troopers are a good case in point for this. Purge Troopers could be a lot of fun, but unless they add 3 of them, we really don't have a team to lead the other Inquisitors, right? Because you could do 8th, 7th, 5th Grand Inquisitor and Reva in one team, but you would need 3 more Inquisitorias to make a second 5v5 team.
Yeah.
So that's the problem that we get into is like a 1 edition, well, unless they want to do a 3v3 team, and that's CG's prerogative, but it becomes hard to add one-offs without an intention to build out something else. So that's where the issue strikes a lot when it comes to content that they can bring, is that there's endless characters they could do, but they have to have a home, because if the character's not good, nobody gets it. Nobody
that's
buys
why
it.
more than likely for Fallen Order, the pilot isn't coming. Because he has no team.
All right.
Especially his ship. His ship isn't coming. There is no team for that.
The Mantis, yeah.
Unless they make it a rebel, but
well, we'll see.
At the moment, it would make no sense.
It's way too far away to even
contemplate.
Unless they give us like Survivor Cal as the pilot of the Mantis, and then maybe I could see a potential rebel tag on that ship.
Well, other than that, it makes no sense. Ugh.
Chris Paul says, with every team that is required for the crate raid doing dots or thermals, how much do you guys think applying those debuffs will be required for high raid points in this raid?
Immensely.
Yeah.
Or maybe you need to do the Survivor one.
Those do damage themselves. Dots go off and do their
Well,
own damage,
the mechanics are likely going to be that you're going to be able to have a time where those dots will actually function as intended. Like, you're actually going to be able to, like, let your dots do 10% of the raid's max health damage. You know, so you're just going to, or whatever, it's just going to be asinine amounts of damage, and then your team gets killed.
Yeah. And then you die.
That's true, Ray Rock, about Hondo, but the thing is, they literally said they've been trying to get Hondo in the game for a while, and this was like the only thing they could do to get him in the game.
Yep.
I blame Finn. All right, we'll go for a little bit here. If you want to get your dad joke in, get it in. You have any questions, get those in. Got about, I can go to the bottom of the, go another. Well, I'll delay my inevitable mulch moving day today.
This was kind of the one thing I did like about the road ahead from CG this last go around. It was a very structured, clear path. I mean, granted, not stated verbatim, but if you read it, you know exactly what their intents are between now and their road ahead in April. The timelines might shift because things might go haywire, so they may not come out right, but we know exactly what they're planning on between now and then. So I take that as a decent thing to work with right now, because it gives me a very good idea of what to expect.
Yeah.
Which means I don't have to go chasing my tail on every new thing that drops, as it's going to be required for a GL.
Yeah, I mean, and we know we're going to get more marquees with the GL announcement. We know we'll get 3 or 4 that'll be put into the pipeline for that GL. But, you know, I'm going to get Calcastus. I'm saving up all my crystals to make the big push for that. That's what I'm doing. The Tuscans I'll work on. They look nice. I like Tuscan Warriors kit. We're getting to the kit tonight, but it's a faction. I'm like, yeah, no.
I, you know, if anything, I would guess we get Flame Trooper from Book of Boba. And here's why. Because we still need one more Imperial Remnant.
It's a possibility.
We only have 4.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, little pieces like that can come into the game. Sure, you know, to round out something or add one person to make this
Wait,
faction
Flame
better.
Trooper was in Book of Boba? I don't remember him being in Book of Boba.
No, it's Mando season 1.
Yeah, man.
Oh, wait,
one
yeah.
at the end of season
And it's
one.
and the kit and everything's already in the game. It's part of the BAM event.
Yeah.
It's literally like they just need to find a way to market it to us. That's all. That's really what it comes down to. But yeah, we're
It's
still
either
missing
that, or else
Remnant.
it's gonna be Scout Trooper. It's gonna be either of those two.
I'm happy with both. Bring them in. Cashmere dad joke. What's brown and sticky? A stick.
Was that the punchline?
I guess.
Alpha Omega, they already said they fixed it this time, but we got to make sure they have.
Yeah, we'll be checking it tonight. Trust me. Well, there'll be one of the things we do as tradition on the Wednesday night stream is we will definitely go look at the Reva mission, do that first thing once we get through the news. So
Once platoons are filled, we'll go through and start testing it.
yeah. DFE. I'm gonna assume you're a Patreon. I think you are. Just, remember, you have to be a Patreon or put a tip in the tip jar to do dad jokes. But I'm gonna say you're probably a Patreon. I don't remember. I don't know all the Patreon names. They're different too from the people in the Discord. So if I'm not sure, bear with me. There's a lot of Patrons. He says, "What kind of dog does a magician have?" A Labracadabra. Oh God Almighty! I can't even say
It's
this.
a very long word.
Jesus Christ!
Oh.
Abracadabrador. The old Labracadabrador, huh? Oh boy.
Yep. That one was bad.
Buzzsaw says, "Why can't the Star Wars text crawl go to Irish bars?" Because they don't serve that type there. Okay.
Oh, Cashmere has another one for you to read.
Says, what do you call someone who can't stick to a diet? A deserter.
Oh, he has 2 then. Never mind.
I already read the stick.
There's a second
Yeah, I already.
Yeah.
You read the Velcros one? Oh, I didn't hear you say that.
Get your stick out of here. We're going down. Oh, look at that. Ranger with ISC at Relic or Gear 12.
Yeah. I'm just getting him 6 for the ship. I'm not going to take him the relic. So just get these last 4 to 6 I already did Gar Suxton, and then we're going to get Omega to 3 and then start working on her mods to 6 and then she'll be up and running. We start using data crowns with her, and then it's Sith Empire, all the Relic 7. We already have our plan in place. I'm sticking to it, saving our crystals for the big Cal push, and then I'll slowly farm for Dr. Afro. I am in no rush for Dr. Afro.
No, like everyone who's like, oh, Afro looks like she's really good. I'm like, yeah, because her Kron makes her stomp so many teams. But you've got 2 seasons left of her Kron, and then it's back to being useless.
Yep.
So she still has potential, and I guarantee you set 8 will have something else to do with Afra. Either with the droids or with the scoundrels or something. Because
Yeah.
gotta keep the shiny new toy worth investing in.
Yep. So, but yeah, my new shiny toy is Cal Kestis, and we'll get the GL announcement, but I'm still going to go all in and get him done. And then it's like, because I already know what they're going to do with the GL like they did with Jabba. They're going to make those marquees sit there and they're not going to be farmable. And it's like, okay.
Well, when they make the GL announcement of what's coming, I guarantee you that will be the start of the remaining marquees too.
Yeah.
They'll just drop them all in, like, they'll make the announcement of the 3 marquees and like they'll be the set 1 requirements, and then they'll release them every 2 weeks, and then so by the time we get to when when the event becomes available, then 2 out of the 3 will be in shipments, and the other one might be farmable, because that's how they're gonna get their money out of you on that one.
Tumble says my Sith fighter is 65 out of 85. Are you doing your Sith ships? I mean, yeah, all my ships are 7-star. I mean, I've had all my ships done for.
I've had all my ships 7-star.
I mean,
for a
Sith
while.
bomber is worth. I mean, you got to take Marauder up anyway if you eventually for what he's required for. But the B-28, you see Marauder's a part of that. These other characters just naturally go up. Now, Sith fighter may be 7 stars, but I haven't taken up assassin yet. I will. I mean, I could do it right now if I wanted to, but
Yeah, mine's like 9 or 10.
But I mean, I haven't really had a need. It's not a fighter that or a person I'm necessarily wanting to work on. So
Yeah, I mean, and it's not a shit that you need to use as a filler.
no. I mean, I'll send it in on a mace fleet for sacrifice if we need to do a 2-shot on an executor pack. But other than that, I don't use it for anything else. We can see everything is relic and everybody's nice and happy and the ships are done. I always farm ships like I do, characters that I'm working on until they're done. So it's watching paint dry because it takes forever and it's boring, but I do that with all the ships. So I'm going to farm them, make sure at least 7 stars, get the full potential out of them, make sure the characters are at least gear 11 so I can use the abilities. And then for the most part, when you do a lot of these GLs and stuff like this, a lot of those ships just their pilots get taken up anyway. So yeah. Well, if the Ravager ever gets released, I will.
We had also deleted it because people didn't.
It's not that
want
she's
something
gear 10.
trying to
It wouldn't
be
be that big of a push for me to take her to 12 in relics. I mean, it would take me a couple days, but I would do it. So, but she's not a priority until I get that announcement or I'm pushed toward it. I don't need to push her in that ship anywhere close to being anything. So until something changes in the game or my fortunes, then no, not a priority. I got other characters and stuff I got to get squared away, and we got characters coming up. So for me, it's all about relics. It's all about I got the characters I need to get to relic 0, which is the Old Republic 4 from there in the last Jawa. I got 5 more characters to do there, and then it's all about getting these other characters to relic 7. So I've got 2 fronts that I'm working on. Well, 3 with mods, but yeah. Oh, the Sith fighter, yeah, it's just not good. The bomber's good. I like the bomber, but the fighter. Bleh.
Even with that, they still have, if for a Sith fleet, you're still looking at another 3 ships minimum to drop in, because there is no way in hell they steal taxi or shuttle.
Nope.
Well, they've got, but it's from the Old Republic game. That's where they got the models and stuff for those characters and the ships. Those are from the PvP ships and stuff. And there's plenty of other ones.
The bomber is from Swotor. The Sith fighter is from KOTOR.
I thought Sith fighter is the same design they had in Star Wars: The Old Republic too. The fighter.
Yeah, in the cinematics and stuff, yeah. But
in the game you had different skins and stuff. I mean, there was different versions you can play with, but I mean,
the actual fighter PvP, that's where the B-28 Extinction class came from, was the actual game. But the Sith fighter itself, that was introduced to us initially in KOTOR, but they do use it in a variant of it in SWTOR as well.
Hell Thunder, what's going on, big guy? Says could be a ghost fleet like the capital ship. Oh, we don't know. We'll see when it happens. But until then, as I said, Sith Assassin ain't on my list. I can go to her right now, take her up. I have no interest in doing that whatsoever. So I don't need to, and I've got other priorities.
What,
so
you don't want your entire roster at Relics roster?
I'm working on that. You know I am. I'm working on Relics.
It's so much fun.
It's great.
I loved every second of it.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I can't wait to be there one day. But yeah, I mean, I have to be specific on what I work on and why I'm working on it. And Sith Fighter just does nothing for me. Assassin could go on like a Malgus team or something and really do some good stuff, but I've got enough characters that she's just not a priority. Tumblr says crewless capital ship suggestions.
Well, until she's required, right?
Yeah, until she's required. Then I'll do it.
No, I think I'm good. I think
I
we're
don't.
fine. Unless they bring in Silo, there's no point to have the Space Whale.
I'm not worried.
Yeah.
Jack Daniels says I'm thinking about Assassin to go with Malgus so Trey gets Talon. Yeah, I mean that would be one of the reasons I did it. But we got
If
three.
you have the Talon Ami with the Treya Ami, they are just like literally Treya Savage Talon with all their Amis on defense is straight up like you need a GL counter. That is such a hard team to work. Like Star Killer has a hard time working around it. Once that team like gets R7 across the board, oh my God, Star Killer just sits there and goes, I can't kill any of you. Now, oddly enough, though, without like characters like Savage, particularly, then Jedi Knight Revan can just chew through Treya, but which is makes sense, right? That was the original character designed to be the crap out of Treya, so makes sense to be the same one again. But still, that is a fun team.
Mrs. Ranger, I believe you said you were taking all your Sith Emperor to Relic 7 and Assassin is 1. True, but she ain't going to Relic 7.
The thing is, Jack Daniels about putting Assassin with Malgus, it's probably better to just triple tank him and put Set in there. Then that team becomes stupid annoying. Having to chew through 3 tanks.
That would be annoying. Especially with the tank revive.
That's what I do. I have triple tank.
That's
Triple tank is sadly not worth the investment.
I know. I just got Set.
I know. So the reason for it is that it gives them a tank that's easy to pick off for the revive. So unless they have to come back at it twice,
I more do it just to make the gas counter harder to actually do, because they have to chew through 3 separate tanks.
Yeah, honestly, Malgus just needs Bastion and DR plus like one, well, whatever else. It's the constant fears that helps that team just be annoying the majority of the time. And actually, like Malik is not great with Malgus on defense because he is so easy to die under with gas attacking him and going right after his health pool that it just just
so I'm gonna
minor,
roll.
minor stuff.
I'm gonna roll these other 2 datacrons to 3 here in a moment. So I can get to Hermit Fulgrim's question. It says, "What was worse, Ranger running Grande's account or remodding Remon?" Oh, Remon by leaps and bounds.
Oh, those are 2 terrible choices. Those were 2 terrible things.
Let's take these all to level 3. Okay, I got armor, and I got health, and then what did I get here? Unlock the next one, and we got whenever last I gain tenacity up, they gain protection. We just got that one. All right, so far we had 2 poopy. All right, let's see here. Last one, we'll do this to level 3 as well. Then we'll start taking one to level 6.
Ooh, the tenacity up one. Are you getting ready for your Finn lead Rose team?
No, that's wrong. See what's this level 3. Whenever light side allies inflict a debuff on an enemy, they deal damage to that enemy equal 2% of the enemy's max health. Okay, so we get those.
That is a great level 3, by the way.
It's the one we're going to take up too, by the way.
It is one of the best level 3s for light side for the
inflict.
Yeah, the 2% max health whenever they inflict a debuff. Like Dash is gonna wreck faces because he does 3 debuffs per person, so it's 6% max health damage on top of his massive AoE damage. Yeah. If you get Kiara on that team, even at R5, if you even don't get her Datacron, her AoE does mass stagger. So level 6, if you get the level 6 stagger and 35% max health, that's gonna wreck face.
Let's see what we got for level 6. Bonus for droid characters. Whenever droid allies inflict stagger or stun on that enemy, they deal bonus damage equal to 35% of that enemy's max health.
Wow, this is a really good one for CLS.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, it would be.
All right.
Well, ish.
Not the stun, but I'm talking about the level 3. They put out a lot of debuffs.
They put out a lot of debuffs, yeah. If you get Chupio on this one, that would be great. The only thing you want now is just re-roll your 4 and 5 to armor pen, but I mean, you can't do that till it's level 9 anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, this it could still be good.
Yeah, the stun wouldn't be terrible because Han will just do stupid damage.
No, because it's only for droids.
Oh
so
wait,
the
yeah,
only,
that's only
only
for droids.
none of them.
But
None of
also
them.
just the amount of debuffs that they put out from the level
Yeah, the
2.
debuff, sure, but I mean, you would need like
What would be a
R2D2
good one for the droids?
for the
For
for the
for,
droid
like-
teams.
Yeah, for like, or at least for CLS to use with the.
Oh, for
droid
CLS to use. Oh, boo! I don't. Hold on. For the faction, for the droids, for CLS, I would probably say either the target lock one would be good. Retribution may not be terrible.
Well, we're going to be rolling more
The-
Datacrons, don't you worry, folks, because Conquest is going to be happening tonight, and we're going to be getting more poo-poo stuff for it. So, prepare yourselves.
No, what the target ally wouldn't be bad because you'd have a 3PO on that team.
3PO doesn't target anybody. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
3PO.
yeah, he does.
Sorry.
Yeah,
No, you're
3PO,
right.
yeah.
Sorry. I keep thinking of Chupio every time
Yeah,
I hear
no,
anything that ends in PO.
Yeah, that's fine, but that wouldn't be bad to have because 3PO will target people.
I would almost rather do at the end of the turn, they recover 50% protection if they inflicted at least 5 debuffs.
Oh, that's
Because
true.
then the mass blind, but we have to get a lot of potency on him.
Yeah,
The
you'd
mass
have to get
blind
some
would give
potency
be
on
a
a con.
protection recovery too.
We'll keep rolling them. We'll figure
Um,
re-roll and all that shit. We'll do it, so don't worry. We're we
I
locked in for
think
JC.
the
We'll have some more and locked up.
I think I would do the at the start of each droid ally's turn, they inflict target lock for 1 turn, which can't be resisted to a random enemy that doesn't have it. And then whenever a droid ally uses base against that enemy with target lock, they recover 10% health and protection.
Oh yeah, that would be really good for. You know what? 3PO could get some protection recovery
Grievous.
time.
Think of the Grievous team. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be annoying. Well, except for you wouldn't want it for Grievous until set 6 goes away.
Yeah.
That protection that speed for B1 is just bananas.
True.
BANANAS. Shit
Right.
is
All right.
bananas.
We're gonna wrap it up here because I
Rude.
pushed it, but I have to go do work outside, which is me getting mulch.
We gonna wait 2 minutes though?
Oh yeah. We were gonna do that first.
Okay.
So
All right, my
but
guess
we'll
is
do
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1 today. Contact is the reason, is the motion. So we're gonna do boss's guess. We do this every time at this time where I spend my energy and we see how many shards I'm gonna get. So he says 3, 2, 1. He's been tragically wrong. Not even close last week. So hopefully
I've been getting 1 out of 3.
I
That's
told
closer
you the
to not
story of Darth Plagueis.
have I told you about the guessing of Darth bosses the live one? Oh, yep, make sure you hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the like button. No, it's going to be
rate for
81
reset, I
today
need
here
that
in
900
Birmingham, Alabama.
build
We're
stuff.
getting ready to have some warm weather here for the next week or so. Rain, but it's going to be some warm, wet weather. The way I like it. All right. So 3, 2,
We had
1.
snow this morning or a snow mix.
Y'all enjoy that shit.
Yeah, it's dumb. It's super light snow here right now. But
Y'all
I mean,
enjoy
it's
that.
not sticking, but
I'll be thinking of you guys when I'm
Oh,
outside.
yeah,
in
for here it
81-degree
is.
temperature. So, like, all right then, PCM, sit on right now. Oh well.
I feel like Winters just keeps singing that song. Don't you
Forget about me. No. I said la 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 la.
Hey, Carth, did you have some time to look that over? You just had to.
I
really
haven't
just-
yet. No, I started
Yeah.
reading through
Yeah.
it, but it's
Okay.
a
I know.
massive
it's
word vomit.
All right,
Let's-
here we
let's-
go. It is now that time where we see if boss right. He said 3, 2, 1. So let's see what we get today. We're going to roll these.
Not in that
numbers.
order, just cumulative.
Just overall. First roll of the day
Overall.
is 1. So there's your 1. Okay.
all right.
We're on target. Do the next one. See what we get here. 1. But it's still a possibility to be pretty close. Let's do the last one. And the last one is 2. So 2, 1, 1. You said 3, 2, 1. So,
All right.
the closest you've gotten so far.
Not bad.
Not bad. That could have been worse. And then, do I have anything to do for our agenda? We will do Conquest tonight. We will do all that stuff tonight. We're going to go over Warriors Kit. We'll break down the latest news, as we always do. Remember, 8 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. We'll be back tonight. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, subscribe. Thanks for hanging out with us today and making us read all those goddamn dad jokes. Remember, if you want to be on and do dad jokes, is become a Patreon. Easiest way. You can tell dad jokes every Wednesday and I have to read every single one. Or just throw a tip in the tip jar. That's pretty simple. Plus, you get all the other great benefits of Patreon supports the channel, and you get a lot of fun stuff with it. So that's all important. All right, what else? Anything? Last one. Okay, I do have to go. What else? Anything? Question for 5v5: is there a counter Starkiller team to stop GG teams?
No.
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 It just isn't.
There isn't. As long as set 6 is active, there is no way to stop GG.
Nope.
All they need is a level 3 20% turn meter cron, and then it's game over.
Pretty much.
Because the only reason GG used to fail versus Starkiller was outrunning them or not getting your target locks on. So you might be able to, in this set, get enough tenacity, but
Yeah.
it won't matter until set 6 goes away, because set 6 is providing them with so much turn meter that they're having plenty of time to get things
Plus
going and
stats.
ramp their potency.
Yeah. Plus their stats and stuff with
yeah.
it. It's silliness.
Oh, well, there is a way you'd have to get lucky. Is if you gave the 20% Datacron to the Starkiller team, and Palpatine got like a max stun. That's about it. Because Palpatine would be the weakest.
Yep. And we will on Monday go over with Boss and everybody. We'll set our Tuesday we'll set our GSA defense, because we join on Monday, and then Tuesday we'll go over what we want to put down for threes. I'll keep rolling down.
But you'd have to be extremely lucky to miss a bunch of the target locks and.
Well, like even with like 100, like because when set 5 was still active, I went against opponents that had like 130% tenacity on their Qui-Gon teams, and still after like 2 or 3 turns, B2 got enough potency ramped from GG's lead to just say screw off, I don't care. So it's just a thing that's going to happen, right? Like, and the fact that GG strips potency away from light side people as well. So
yeah,
it just becomes not potency, so they strip away tenacity.
That's why I think Datacron's our ace. All right, so we'll be back tonight with the crew. Thanks for joining us today. Got to go do work, so everyone have a great rest of the day. We'll get the review done today for Bad Batch and all that.
Oh no, I just got back.
Well,
oh thank God, we timed it perfectly, Ranger.
Yes,
Scatter.
yes. All right, you get
Push
one
the
more.
button.
All right,
Eject,
Grande.
eject,
I will be
mailman, eject.
kind. I'll be kind, Grande, because I
No, I only have a terrible joke lined up. It's so
Well,
bad
so-
I don't even want to say it.
We'll tell it because.
No.
Yes. Is this
No.
the only, well, then you're gonna have to wait a week then, because we ain't gonna.
It's fine. I'll wait a week.
Okay. Well,
It's the only one on the top of my head is terrible. I'll tell you after you close out.
no, I'm gonna end. I gotta go because I gotta end the Zoom call because I got shit to do.
No,
Grande.
end it. End it.
All right, we're ending the stream.
End it.
Everyone have a great rest of your day. Love you guys, and we'll see you tonight. If not, we'll see you when we see you.